was up to in the past week, guys. We were building the rear axle. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. You had three parts, which was the top and the bottom of the rear axle, and then you had to put that part on also, and then these little pins here, which I think, now I've thought about it, we attached these three pieces of frame. As you can see, let me just bring it over, look how big. And here we have what we did and what was up to in the past week, guys. Basically, we had to apply this circuit board here, which is the electronics, and this is going to be doing the sound and the lights. This light in here is going to be, if I just tilt it carefully on its side, you can just see these two panels, full plates. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. It's that time again, the weekly recap, and there's been a lot going on, guys, as you can see by all these builds here we're going to be going through today. We had a double Titanic, Fast and Furious, and the Millennium Falcon, and also we had two Elvis shorts, which was a poignant time this week, guys, as it's an anniversary of Elvis Presley's untimely death, which has been 47 years now in the past week. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad time, but then at the same time a celebration, because he was the king of rock and roll. He was, my opinion, I think a lot of people would agree, the best entertainer ever, period. But yeah, I did, should I say, two Elvis shorts in the past week, and obviously these builds you can see here. So without further ado, guys, we're going to crack on. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe for more, press that like button, and also comment and share the video and press that bell notification. You will always be notified every time I put something up on the channel. So yeah, without further ado, guys, sit back, relax, let's crack on with the weekly recap. Okay then, guys, so before we get going with the weekly recap of the builds I've done this week, in the past week, we'll start off as we usually do with the two Elvis shorts, which have been on the channel and put up on the channel in the past week, which is about here and here now, either side of my head. You should be able to see them now. The first short I put up was an Elvis short, The Wonder of You, beautiful song. You can see that playing now on one of the sides of me, depending where I put it when I've edited this video. And then just last night, I put another short up, and I did two again, guys, because as I said in the intro, it's the anniversary of Elvis Presley's untimely death of 47 years now. So I thought I'd put another one up, and the other bit of footage you can see now, which is up on the screen, was the sad times of how his fans were reacting. And the song was I'll Remember You, which is a beautiful song also, and his voice, man, he belts it out, guys, like always. But you can see in the pictures on the screen now, you've got The Wonder of You, that was with Elvis and Priscilla, and then the other one on the other side of me, it's shots and videos of people mourning him, going to his house, which was his Graceland, and you can just see how people were upset, guys, and they still are upset now. And that shows just what sort of human being, God-like person Elvis Presley is, and he was when he was alive. But yeah, that was the Elvis shorts anyway, guys. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing them, subscribe for more. Check them out in the playlist, guys. Just look through Elvis playlists and short playlists. You will find them shorts, and there's lots. I put 1 or 2 up a week, usually every Sunday or Monday, depending with what's going on in the week, basically, and what builds I'm doing. But without fail, it's either a Sunday or a Monday that I put Elvis shorts up. So check them out in the playlist. Just go to shorts in the playlist. You'll find them shorts then with beautiful pictures and music to go along with them. That's in the shorts playlist. And then if you look in Elvis Presley, I think it's in the playlist as well. It's got Elvis Presley. They're in there as well. So either way, you're going to find them. So that was the shorts of Elvis Presley. Now let's crack on and look what we've been building. So we'll crack on with one of the builds I did in the past week. It was the DB5, the James Bond DB5 from Agora Models. Now you guys know, regulars to the channel, there's no instructions to this on paper form. You have to look on the internet, so I ain't got to go through a magazine today. But this is what was up to in the past week, guys. We were building the rear axle. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. You had 3 parts, which was the top and the bottom of the rear axle, and then you had to put that part on also. And then these little pins here, which I think, now I've thought about it, these are going to be, I think, where you can have like the what they're called, the dagger things in the wheels, because these go in and out. Now I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, just in there. We had to put 2 caps in either side the right way around and basically put those pins into the caps and make sure that we're moving about just like that. And as you can see, they're working nicely. And that was all what was entailed in the last week of the DB5 from Agora Models. Now coming up soon, I think we've got more wheels to do, so I might be doing some double bumper issues of this to get them out there, guys, and get cracking on with this build. And as soon as I get them to my house delivered, I will obviously put them up on the channel. So yeah, if you want to see this, guys, check it out in the playlist. It's under the James Bond DB5, something like that. You'll find it, and you can see every issue, every week I've done up to this date. And as I say, I might be doing a double bumper issue of these. Most models, to be fair, especially the DB5, as I've got more wheels to do, and obviously I've done a lot of those so far, so I might as well just do some double bumper issues for you guys, and the Titanic also. So yeah, that was the DB5 from Agora Models this week. Check that out. The full video up now on the channel. And now let's move on to the next build I did this week. Okay, so another build I did this week, guys, was the Millennium Falcon from Fanarm D'Agostini, and we're at issue 31, and you can find this as well, guys. All these recaps I'm doing, you can find these all on my channel in the playlist. So if you want to check this out, it's the Millennium Falcon from Fanarm. Just look it up in the playlist, guys. You will find every video I've done so far with this build, and obviously with this little recap, you can watch this in full in the playlist if that's what you want to do. So this was the mag. This is what was going on in the last week. And then the parts, we had some more hull frame, assembly jig, hull plating, and a radial rib, radial stiffener rib. I kept saying that wrong, I think, in the video. I had to edit out a lot. But yeah, this is what we got up to then, guys, assembling the bottom frames. So as you can see, he was putting more framework on the Millennium Falcon, and what we did as well, finally, we extended the assembly jig and put the last part of the assembly jig together, so that is now all fully built. And that was it. That was all we got up to this week. So let me bring it over and I'll show you what it looks like, guys. So here's what we actually did this week. We attached these 3 pieces of frame, and as you can see, let me just bring it over. Look how big this thing's getting. It don't even all fit on camera at once, but this is all we've got to apply to the bottom framework of the assembly. All we've got to do is add these pieces of frame, which we've not got as yet. But look at the size of this thing, guys. It is massive. Just wait till the end of the video and I will show you an outro with everything we've done this week, and you'll actually see the monstrosity size of this, and it's nowhere near complete yet. But that's what we got up to. Feed these 3 pieces of frame and the radial stiffener rib, and then I'll just get over now the jig and show you how that looks also. That's fully complete, and that's what we got up to in the past week with the Millennium Falcon from Fanarm, and you can check that out, the full video, now up in the playlist on my channel. So let me just get the jig and I'll show you that. Okay then, so here's the jig. I'm going to have a steady hand and lift this camera up for you. Let's just drag it over. There you go. That's how that looks, guys. Fully done all the way around now. A full circle to fit on this build, the Millennium Falcon. So what I'll do is I'll put the camera down now and I'll put the framework on, and you can see exactly how it's going to help us through this build when the framework's all attached to the jig. And that's how that's looking so far, guys. Look at it, it's massive, but that's how it fits on the jig. And I would have thought then in the future videos, when we're applying stuff to this framework, other pieces, plates, whatever, it's going to be just keeping the structure all good. As you can see here, we've only got this gap here to do with the rest of the bottom frames, and then all the bottom frame is then done. But as I said, we're nowhere near completing this yet, guys, but that's what happened in the past week anyway with the Millennium Falcon from Fanhome. So if you want to check that out in its full entirety in the playlist, check that out, guys. You can see the full video of assembling it all. So yeah, let's move on to the next build we did in the past week. And also this week, guys, we've done the Fast and Furious build, the legendary Dodge Charger RT issue 46 from Fanhome. And guys, I don't know if you can hear outside, but it's August, obviously. Got a week left. It's like a November, December, January day out there. It's absolutely thrown it down with rain and wind in the UK. I think summer's done now, to be fair, guys. It's over. So I'm in here doing my videos for you guys and enjoying myself. But yeah, we had this magazine this week, guys, and it was a pretty exciting week. As you'll see if you watch the video, check it out. I can't stop giggling, I'm laughing now thinking about it. But the sound effects, check it out and you'll see what I mean. What we did in the last week was work on the electronic control unit, which you can see out in the wiring. And then what we had to do, I'm not going to go into details, you'll have to watch the video to find out what I mean. We had to check the sound. That's all I'm saying. It's brilliant. I love it. And I can't wait till this thing's built. But I never expected to hear what I heard. It's so cool. So yeah, if you want to see that video in full, check it out in the playlist. And you'll be able to see what I'm on about. And you'll hear me giggling along like a schoolboy. I loved it. It was really funny. But what I'll do is I'll get the model down and show you what I did. But I'm not gonna play it on this video. You'll have to watch the full video to see what I mean, but I'll show you what I've done in the past week with Dom's Charger. Yeah, and here we have what we did and what was up to in the past week, guys. Basically, we had to apply this circuit board here, which is the electronics, and this is going to be doing the sound and the lights. This light in here is going to be the dashboard. So this will go around about here. Just bring the camera around. Yeah, it's going to be going around about here roughly, because that's where the dashboard will sit. Just place that down so I'm not a shaky camera. And then we also had to attach the live to the battery, put some batteries obviously to test this. And then we had, I'm sorry, I'm laughing already, this white wire, which was for the, as I've just said, the dashboard lights. And then this is the one what made me crackle, this green wire, which applies the sound when you press it with this little button you've got here. Now guys, I'm dying to tell you the two sounds, what comes out of this, but I'm not gonna. You're gonna have to watch the full video, which is up in the playlist now, what was put up in the last week. But I love it. And if that makes you go out, get this and build it for yourself, comment down below and let me know, guys. But I'm not going to tell you what it does, how it sounds. I'm going to let you find that out for yourself. But yeah, that's what we got up in the past week anyway, guys, up to. Check it out in the playlist. Watch the full video in its entirety in my place on the channel. And that was it for the Dom's Charger from Fanhome. And now lastly, for the past week, what we've done was the Titanic. So let me get the mags over and we'll take a look at that. So the last build of this week, not in that order, we did them in a different order I've showed you on the video today. But yeah, the last one we're going to recap this week is the Titanic from Hatchet Part Works. Now this in itself, you can imagine, it's massive. It is the Titanic, obviously. But yeah, we did two videos this week, guys, in one. I did two in the same video for you, 97 and 98. So first of all, let's take a look through magazine 97. issue 97. Coming up in a minute, which I'll show you in the next mag. There was more hull section being fitted, but you got the usual brilliant pictures, guys. I just think I'm going to show you all these, speed through these. As you can see, the full video up on the channel now, guys, if that's what you want to do, or if you're just happy just watching quick recaps to see where we are with these builds. But first of all, this week then, with this double bumper issue of the Titanic from Hashford Parkworks, we did the next hull section, port side. As you can imagine by looking at these instructions, pretty easy, 2 screws and pretty quick and simple, and that was all we had to do in that issue. So if I just get over issue 98, and we'll take a look what happened, or what I did near the end of the video, at the end, finishing this video of the Titanic in the past week. But first of all, coming up next week, in the coming week, issue 99 already, unbelievable, and we're going to be fitting starboard hull section, and I've got the screws to fit that. So I might be doing a bumper issue of this again in the coming week, guys. I might do it after this video, which will be tomorrow, and it's going to be Tuesday then, so I'm going to call it Titanic Tuesday. No, little things, guys, I just make it up as I go along, but it's a bit of fun. But you got usual brilliant pictures in these magazines. And what we got up to in this video, well, the latter half of the video, issue 98, we put the next section of the upper hull port side. Again, pretty simple, as you can see by the instructions. Just added it to the rest of the build, and then all it was a matter of doing is applying 5 screws, and then that was the finished result we got there, which now I'm going to get it off the shelf, which is a great task in itself. How big this thing is, it's nearly 1 metre in length, and I'll show you in the flesh. And then, guys, so yeah, stay tuned to the end of this video. You'll see the vast size of this thing. It's massive. It's getting hard for it to keep moving it about now, but if I just tilt it carefully on its side, you can just see these 2 panels, hull plates sections, with what was fitted in the past. It's right, I am balancing this now, guys, on one arm on the desk. It's massive, but that's what we did in the past week's video, guys. So what I'm going to do is just carefully just put this back here so it's laying down. It's getting huge, it's absolutely getting huge. And then what I might do next week is film it on the shelf like I did last week. It's getting very hard to move and I don't want to damage anything. But stay tuned today, guys, for the end of the video, and I will show you all of these models I've done this week, how big they are, all on my desk. Just bear if you can see the background, like wires, etc., because it's getting that big now, I can't hide any of that. But I'll do my best to get a good shot for you. But that is it. That has been it for this past week of the weekly recap. Show you that again. Like I've said, if you do want to watch these videos in full, guys, check them out on the playlist now, up on the channel, all the videos in full, and then you can watch the full video and see what I've got up to in each video. And if not, you want to use this little tool we've got here, this weekly recap, just to have a quick recap, that's fine by me. But if you do want to watch the video in full, as I say, they're up on the channel now, so enjoy. But that's it for the weekly recap, guys. I'll see you next week for more weekly recap. Take care. And that is it for this week's weekly recap, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Remember to give us a big thumbs up and get us on this next milestone of getting 7,000 subscribers. I'm nearly hitting 6.5 now, guys, so I'm doing well. I knew you guys would back me up and get on me and get these subs coming in. All you got to do, guys, is press that subscribe button. It's free. Press the bell notification. You will be notified whether it's to do with Elvis, Titanic, Millennium Falcon, vlogs of my daughter and her ponies. The list goes on. Take a look for the playlist and you'll know what I mean. But can you get me to 7,000 subscribes? We can do this, guys. And remember to give us that big juicy thumbs up at the end of each video. I would really appreciate that. But that's it for the weekly recap, guys. Back to business tomorrow with more builds. Not sure what I'm putting up yet. I might go out there with the Titanic, call it Titanic Tuesday, and I might also be doing 2 issues in one. We'll see what I can do for you. But for now, that is it for the weekly recap, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and I'll see you soon. Take care. See ya. Peace.